Hello and welcome. Looking at the 4x8 here at Plainfield South. We're on the exchange right now. First exchange here. These girls, you guys are seeing that there on our. You guys, we got three cameras here today for you guys for your viewing pleasure. We're done with our first exchange. We're looking at Yorkville as our leaders here. Plainfield South here. Looks like a third. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Lakes Plainfield North is now taking over the lead here. Plainfield North in Yorkville now. We got another exchange. So we got Plainfield North out front. The Tigers of Plainfield North. This is a JV girls 4x8 right now. See, they're storming around the track right now over Yorkville. Plainfield North kind of stuck right now. Looking good though. Plainfield North over Yorkville. There's Yorkville right there. That one's a little laggy, so I'm going to move it after this race. Just move it closer. Looking good. There's Yorkville. Plainfield North still your leader there. Still got handoffs here going on. See Plainfield South. I think Plainfield South up there, but not second place. Still Yorkville. Plainfield North still your leader, as you guys can see. We'll get some looks at some of these other girls right now here on the curve. All right, Plainfield North back onto the home stretch. You can see Coach Dirks there. We're getting ready to cheer on. There you go. And that's the final exchange there for Plainfield North. See who it hands off here in second.
We're gonna need to get some chairs. Chairs?
Yeah.
I can have somebody. You know, there's no. I don't need one. I don't need one.
There's some in the hallway.
I know you guys don't. Yeah, but I have mine. There's some in the hallway.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go out for a little bit. You're rolling now.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll be in a little bit.
Wait. All right, Plainfield North still your leader here. You're going to have to pass some lap runners here. Plainfield North still your leaders right now. You can see them now on the home stretch. Should be coming up here soon. Plainfield North. All right, we're going to have our final finishers here. We'll get you that before we switch over to results here. We're gonna get ready here for the varsity 4x here soon. All right, and we're underway here with the 4x800 meter relay. Going to be a good one here. Some good teams in this field. Yorkville, your early leader here on lap 1. Yeah, Yorkville taking this out hard at the start. It looks like Yorkville followed by Lamont and Plainfield North there. Yep, Lamont and Plainfield North in second and third. That looks like Joliet Central in 4. Yorkville, Lamont now taking a lead over Plainfield North, that's for sure. They were second. But this is still Yorkville, your lead off here. Doing well for Yorkville.
I'm stealing it. No. I knew where to find you.
We're gonna when they cross again, they're going to at this area right here that you're looking at. They will be handing off, as you can see those runners starting to get set up. Lamont trying to make a move now on Yorkville, it looks like, but Yorkville is still your leader, as you guys can see. We're getting ready for the exchange here. It's Yorkville, Lamont, Plainfield North. It looks like we'll be 3. Let's get back to our race here as there goes Yorkville. Go back to some exchanges here. There's Plainfield North. Yorkville, still your leader. Still waiting on Joliet Central and Plainfield South to hand off. Yorkville still moving pretty fast here. Followed by Lamont. Here comes Joliet Central. That was Joliet Central's lead off. Yorkville still moving around the track pretty fast here. Plainfield North moving well. There's Plainfield South. But this is all Yorkville right now. Way out front for Yorkville. There's Lamont. Plainfield North started to make a move again on Lamont there for a second. As you guys can see right there, it's getting closer for sure between Plainfield North and Lamont. Yorkville right there. Yorkville still moving here. When they come around again, I'm pretty sure they're going to be handing off here. Yep, and there's our handoff there. We'll stay on this screen here for a little bit as we got our handoff. Lamont now just handed off. You'll see their new runner around the curve here. Plainfield North fell back again. Their handoff just happened. You see Lamont right there. There's Yorkville again. Yorkville looking strong here. Yorkville still moving around good here. Yorkville still your leader here. Yorkville. Yorkville still moving on really well here. They're getting ready for the exchange here. Lamont closing really well here. Lamont now is taking over the lead. Lamont is the new leader now here.
Hi.
What?
I think you're good at that.
Oh. Well, look at Lamont. Lamont has about 5 meters now on Yorkville, as they have now taken over the lead. Yorkville not giving up much here, though. Still a close race for sure. Plainfield North seems to be out of it in third, but they seem to like they'll keep third. There you go. Plainfield South kind of almost acting as a barricade a little bit for Yorkville there, taking a little bit of time. Yorkville is now taking back over Lamont. Was it a little bit too early for Lamont here?
On these sprints, you need to walk down, have to walk back.
Yorkville really opening up now, about 20 meters maybe.
Gotcha, buddy.
There you go, and that's your winners there. Yorkville. Here we are. We're underway with the JV 55 meter, section 1. There. Ashani Rudolph, your winner there, 804. Jacqueline Andrade from both the Aurora East, 870 there for second. Awesome stuff there. Good race there, 783 for the win for Major.
It's a terrible view, Carson. I don't need to see my back of my.
Underway here, section 3 of 4. Looks to be Plainfield Central out there in the front, followed by Yorkville. Let's go over here to the track results. It's JC Cleary of Plainfield Central, 843 for the win. Mon is second of Yorkville, 867. Harper L of Joliet Catholic in third, 974. All right, section 4.
Yeah, just double check. I usually look into the face.
All right, this is our fast section here.
Carson, I think we need more things on our screen. More things on the screen.
Definitely, right? All right, and we're underway here, section 4. Looks like Plainfield North. Plainfield North out strong. Plainfield North 1-2. It followed by Yorkville, it looked like. Let's get the results here. Maddie Dirk. Yes, daughter of Andy Dirks, who was on the pre-show earlier, gets the win. 771, followed by Kane at 792. Rockford of Yorkville in 3 with 828. All right, here we go. Section 1. This is going to be interesting. Peyton Smith in this, Malia Truman also in this, Anise Danzy as well. The freshman ran 12-1 as a 7th grader, one of the top freshmen in the state of Illinois. Smith ran 57-9, or sorry, 58-6 last year in the 400. All right, we're underway here with this 55-meter. That's outside. That's Danzy. Anise Danzy looking good there. 744 for the win for Danzy, followed by Truman at 749. Payne Smith 759. What a great section there. Section 1, the unseeded times. They probably should have had some seeds here at the start of the day. You ask me, but oh well. All right. We're going to move on now to section 2. Gabrielle Jones, she just won the long jump today. We can actually go to that. So Gabrielle Jones in this one, she won the long jump earlier today. Oh, that is not what I want, guys. My bad. She won the long jump earlier today. In 2, she will be the one to watch.
Killing it. One of the viewers speaking. I think my wife too.
And we're underway here in the 55-meter. Yep, there you go. Gabrielle Jones. No surprise there. We'll see what the time is. 7:47. 2 great times for the freshmen. And Danzy and Jones. Both middle school, pretty solid middle school runners. So no surprises there for either one of them. Danzy gets at 7:44. That time's gonna hold up well here as we head towards the final section. All right, this one, Janila Smith, your top seed out of Yorkville. Keenan in there as well, Slider of Plainfield Central. The names to watch in this one.
Especially helpful in distance races.
All right, let's pull up the long jump now. As you guys can see, 17 feet for Gabrielle Jones, your winner in the long jump. She beat Simone Holman, who was very highly ranked coming into this one in the long jump. So that's a big win there for Gabrielle Jones in this one with her 17.4. Underway here, section 3. And there we go. There's Yorkville, the top seed in this one, and they're going to be the winner here. 782 there for Smith.
they do it so it's doing like 4 different keystrokes. Like these ones are all technically splits. That's like pressing the number and then
Good mark there. Underway here. There's a great race here. Lux outside, but there's Divine Right. Divine Right, there your winner. Divine Right ran for Plainfield Pack this fall time. I know her well. So yes, 7:31 for the win for Right. There you go. Divine Right, your champion.
Now he's telling you Marks is yellow. I don't know. What's it gonna be? On the chat. What was on the chat? Oh, should be boarded. Anything below. I'm also yeah, it's setting up the high note. I don't do the photo. Like, well, actually, some people do. It's like after the how about it? I have
Hello.
2 weeks was I get these. Carson talking about it. 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
2 weeks. And we're underway here with this one. Here's the 55 JV hurdles. Lamont, followed by Chartrand of Newark. There you go. Rex Heppy, your winner there, followed by Chartrand. Underway here with the hurdles. There is Kylo Wesa. Kylo Wesa there. Going to be your winner here of the JV hurdles. I know her as well. She does Plainfield Pack. She did not beat the time though. She takes I think second overall there on that one. Good time though still for Kylo Wesa. We are now on to the varsity. All right, we're underway here with the first section of the varsity hurdles. We're good there. That looks to be Williams of St. Lawrence. Your winner there, Alicia Williams, 9:67. Good stuff there. We're gonna move on to varsity 55 hurdles here coming up. All right, we got a good one here. Shy Harris, the top seed in this one. I would also look out for Maddie Laurenti, ISA state champion in multiple events last year for Plainfield St. Mary. She's going to be awesome in this one. She's definitely going to be the future of this Plainfield North program here for many years to come, the freshman.
No, it's 4 because lane 0 doesn't.
That's great for Harris there. Oh, on the inside, though, we might have had an update set on this one. Mariah Woods going to be your winner, the freshman. Mariah Woods, the freshman, going to be your winner here today on this one.
Yeah. Oh, you have to name it. I could do probably gonna change a couple of my buttons so I could press it on. They would just do that because the program. So we paid a lot of extra money. Yeah. All right. Wow. Turtles. Hey, I'm gonna flip in, yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Hello, Chris Quick, hopping in here on the mainstream from Carson Vittorio. We're excited now to shift over to the 800-meter JV. Get that going a little bit here. 800 meters in here. It's 5 laps to the mile, Michael?
5 laps or half mile.
5 laps to the half mile, yeah. 4.5 laps, yeah. It's kind of like an odd configuration, so hard to know kind of our splits during. There's no easily markable line like there would be on a 200-meter track. So we got 15 girls listed here today. A lot of no times, a lot of estimations. So it's gonna be exciting here to see who kind of steps up. I, as a distance coach, I was always excited to, just come to the first meet and see like what happens. You kind of know who did the work over the winter. You know who didn't. And then you're trying to see like where you're at. It helps you establish baseline for training and everything else. So I always love these JV races. We got a good mix. I think we got 6 freshmen in here, probably running in their first ever high school meet. So that's always exciting too, just to see like kids get like just to get a time and get out there competing. And then we got another 7 sophomores. So a lot of Frosh Soft kids in one of these early season races trying to make their name. Just waiting on final instructions from the officials here before we get going. Definitely with a lot of Frosh Soft kids, are trying to make them aware of like where the finish line is and how many laps. It's not a regular sized track to any of them. And here we go.
Taken over by him.
Always expect these races to somebody to be out pretty quick early on. Get your leader here next time they come around. Definitely an aggressive start. It's like Zoe Gallows from Lamont there, like in the lead, came in here with a no time, so that's exciting. Freshman in the lead early on. Now it's kind of bunching up again. Get a lot of young girls, sometimes out real fast. We look like we got 4 or 5 girls getting close to the 400-meter mark here. Now we got a bit of bunching happening. So it looks like that's Hannah Gatz from St. Lawrence in the lead there, and still holding the lead. Should have 1 lap now when we come back around. So it starts to get real grippy in the half mile, especially indoors, your first time. All right, race is on here. It looks like that's Lizzie Rupsis from Lamont. She's really taking control of this race. She's looking to be our winner. She's really rolling. She's a sophomore from Lamont. Big lead now. Just under 2:35 on the clock. Let's see if she comes out of the last curve. And 246, 247, 248. You got Yorkville here in second. Real spirited race. First 10 girls or so under 3 minutes. 246.76 to Lizzie Rupsis for the win there. And a nice back half of the race by Aaliyah Gonzalez. She's a freshman from Yorkville, so seated at 3 flat, ran 251. So that's a nice starting point for her. Then we got Salma Gallegos from Joliet Catholic, third there in 253. Exciting race, good rust buster for all the girls, especially for all the freshmen in there. Get their first race of the season. I'm sure there may have been a few that ran the 4x8 might be getting the double the hard way there.
Talk about field events by chance?
Carson says we should talk about field events.
There you go. I jump.
Sorry.
So we got some real-time field. We got Haley Kovaka of Yorkville over 5 feet. That's a really nice mark this early in the season, getting toward state qualifying, which is usually, what, 5'1", 5'2"?
Yeah, 5'1".
Yeah. So that's a nice jump so far. We got the long jump. Let's see here. Long jump, is that still going or is that in?
That's it. It's going to populate again. It takes a second. There you go.
Yeah, we talked about Gabrielle Jones in our pre-show today. A great early jump. I mean, 17.4 in her first high school meet. She jumped 17 feet 10 earlier in her club season. So clearly on good form to start the year. I mean, that's a great jump for February, whatever we are today, right, Carson?
And beat Simone Holman in that one too. So that's big.
Yeah, pole vault, not a lot of pole vaulters. I did talk to Kaylin Kane out in the hallway, though. She's pretty pumped about her 8-foot PR. She checked in at the PR board. Was pretty excited to be on her way.
Awesome.
Up next, we're going to have the varsity half mile. So getting ready to start that over on the backstretch. Big field here. Got 15 kids, highlighted here by Madison King, 225 seed today, but she ran 2:14.98 at the distance night in Palatine last year, which is my meet that I run out of Palatine, and really came on strong. He was all state in the half mile, and then she was 17th in state cross. She ran 17:02 at Detweiler back in November. So yeah, and then Maya Fedko here is from Lamont. She was a state qualifier as part of their 4x800 last year. So you got the two seniors kind of headlining the field, and then we talked to Coach Dirks from Plainfield North in our pre-show. He's got Ireland Hockman and Amain Hussein in here, seated third and fourth. Definitely, big pieces as they start to rebuild a 4x8 that was second in the state last year. It's part of Plainfield North's really great relay groups that they had last year. Let's see how this one plays out. It's a big field on a real small track, so we're hoping we get off here nice and safe. Starter calling them up. Little twitchy. Everybody a little excited.
Coach in the summertime. He cannot stop coaching.
All right, here we go. All right, we'll see who the early lead is here. Looks like Yorkville. Ellie Myers there, like at the first break from Yorkville. Catch the field down the backstretch here. This is just before 200 meters in, so start to sort ourselves a little bit. Doesn't look like anybody's out too quick here.
This is why I don't like it.
Another Yorkville athlete here, Lyndon Moss there, a sophomore, like taking the lead here. Not sure King is in here. Always hard to know early on. You get the entries, you're not sure who's going to be at the line. Let's check him out down the backstretch here. Looks like we still have King from Yorkville there in the lead. Looks like it's getting dialed up now. Pace was not out super hard. Coming around now to, should be 2 laps to go. We got King there in second, still led by Lyndon Moss, though. Entered with a 240, but definitely out on a faster pace than that. Looks like Madison King just kind of stalking the pace there. As we kind of come down the backstretch. Still Moss from Yorkville. Coming around now to 1 lap to go. And now we got King to the front, but Moss is fighting her off. And that's Fedco from Lamont in third. Nice showing by Moss from Yorkville here.
Oh, he's really opening up.
Yeah, so we got King really like opening this thing wide open now. Kind of conservative early pace. Probably busting some rust and then really opening it up at the back part of the race. Here she comes down the front stretch. Going to be low 230s here. Pretty smooth win there for King. Fedco's second, then Moss hanging on for third there. Some nice early rust bust kind of times on the smaller track. We'll give you the results here. Kids continue to finish. As King in 231.83 and Fedco 233.9. So nice run. I thought, Moss came in at a 240 on her seed, 235 today. Thought she was pretty assertive, though. I liked her race a lot. I always like it as a distance coach when a kid goes and takes the lead. Nothing bad usually happens from the lead. Build a lot of confidence that way. So still got a couple kids finishing. Myers had the early lead there from Yorkville, finishes in 236.8. And then we get our Plainfield North girls in 6th and 7th, high 230s. Good early marks. Let Coach Dirks know where the training should look like going forward. So, all right, up next in a little bit, we'll have the 4x200. It's going to take a little while to get everybody arranged in here, so we'll take a little bit of a break. All right, we're about ready to kick into 4x200 meters junior varsity. Always a test on a non 200 meter track in terms of where the exchanges are. So a lot of A lot of kids. It's usually kind of organized chaos inside of you know, a track of this size. So we got JV here. We're starting with Joliet Central and Burbank St. Lawrence. And again, we keep kind of watching these Burbank St. Lawrence Frosh Soft team. We got 4 sophomores listed here. They got a really strong freshman class that's already showed out today. So it's fun to watch that program with their younger kids today. So we'll see who wins this race. It's a match race, just Joliet Central and St. Lawrence. All right, here we go with Heat 1. Got St. Lawrence on the outside here. Joliet Central on the inside.
You don't want to insure your life. It's fine. I crash and die.
Hard to tell on the staggers here. It's a pretty big stagger on this indoor track. It looks like St. Lawrence definitely in the lead here, though.
Yeah, here, if I go grab a slice.
We have first exchange coming up right here soon. St. Lawrence in the lead, followed by Joliet Central.
He's been watching the whole time. I was gonna let you do some of these easier ones. This is the way to do it. We're never gonna be 4 people. 4 people in the whole race.
Handoffs are progressively staggered on a 179-meter track, so they'll keep getting closer to the finish line here a little bit. St. Lawrence continues to lead. Good, time trial style effort for the girls early in the season. Everybody to hopefully get some splits. Let's get that full lap feeling under their legs. Coming up to final exchange here. St. Lawrence. Kind of catch St. Lawrence coming down the backstretch here. All right. Always feels good to get a win. St. Lawrence girls, nice win. Right around 210 for their JV relay here. And we got Joliet Central. Here's our times, 210 flat. These sprint relays aren't really going to come in with seeds. You know, coaches they haven't raced yet. Coaches don't even have splits on their athletes. This is such a good, good opportunity for girls to try to get on these relays. You know, try to make some noise. I always love that idea of getting an opportunity in early season meet. If you're fast, you're going to be in more meets. This track works pretty democratic that way. All right, section 2, now that we've got things mostly set up here, it's still the JV. We have Lamont in 1, Aurora East in 2, and then our hosts, Plainfield South in 3. We're fortunate in the pre-show to talk to Yanni Hilton, who's the first-year sprint coach at Plainfield South. What an exciting young coach she is. She used to run here for Plainfield South. She's teaching English here now at Plainfield South. And I really liked her. I thought she had a great mix of high expectations, but also wanting the kids to have fun and participate with some joy toward each other. So real exciting to talk to her in the Pack Media pre-show. And yeah, I'm sure she's going to see her girls learning a lot out here today. So always nice to have these young ones, get in and get their first indoor race. All right, there's the whistle. We're going to get ready to run. This is heat 2 of the JV 4x200. Again, Lamont in lane 1, Aurora East in lane 2, Plainfield South, your hosts in lane 3. Official called them up here. I kind of get a reset.
No more money. I said no more money.
All right, there's our gun.
Not now.
second left top, second.
You see, it's hard to tell in the stagger here.
All you need to do is set up the cameras. An audio mixer with better microphone.
Not sure we got Plainfield South in this heat. Looked like just like Aurora East and Lamont. Let's see here.
Not moving enough. Although those little mini mics are like, I see everywhere on YouTube these days. So I don't know what's going on there. It's just too much fit for me.
Oh, that is Plainfield South. They're just fooling me by wearing pink jerseys today. So, yeah, we got. It looks like Aurora East is a scratch here. We've got Lamont and Plainfield South in this heat. Plainfield South again with a pretty big lead here going into the second exchange. See them coming out of the curve here in just a minute. There's South, clean exchange.
There's probably a way to make that. Yeah.
Looking good out here so far. You can't quite see the exchanges on this track. And we got Plainfield South still in the lead. One to go here. Lamont trying to come after her. See how that goes.
Only if you're following pack media too.
Plainfield South still in the lead down the backstretch. Lamont trying to come back. Looks like this gap's probably going to be too big. And here we go. We just hit the 2-minute mark. And Plainfield South's going to take the win there. Low 2 minutes, followed by Lamont. 2:05:16 there for Plainfield South to win. So that's a solid time. Definitely a little faster than the previous heat. And then Lamont trailing there in 2:11:4. That slots St. Lawrence into second there at 2:10:00. So right now, one heat remaining. We got Plainfield South in first. We'll see if that 2:05:16 holds up for this JV section. All right, heat 3, we're going to have Plainfield North in 1, Yorkville in 2, Plainfield Central in 3, and Joliet Catholic in 4. Again, without having run this, it's really hard to know, who to look for. You don't have a lot to go on first meet of the year kind of stuff. We do have Yorkville seated first at 2.00. But, Plainfield North's the defending champions in this event. I'm certain none of those girls are running today, but they did run 1:38 in this event last year. Blazing stuff for Coach Bender and his girls. So really exciting to, again, as in our pre-show, we talked to Coach Dirks and Coach Bender from Plainfield North. Really exciting to watch them reload and build this program together. Coach Dirks, one of the best distance coaches in the state, coming off of the state title in boys 3A cross country with his boys program. And then Coach Bender, one of the great young coaches in the state here, coming off a 4x2, 4x4 state title last year as the sprint coach at Plainfield North. So exciting to see them, what they got going on here today. Yorkville always tough. This comes in with the top seed. And we got Plainfield Central and Joliet Catholic. Plainfield Central and Plainfield North entered at 2:05 flat as well. All right, here we go into the blocks for our final section.
843. New Illinois number one.
Section 3 here.
Tagged me in their Illinois number one yesterday of 9:31, and I said to myself, please never tag me at 9:31.
Here we are, clean start.
Maybe not.
No clear leader there. Although we in 3 there, it looks like we got Plainfield Central emerging. See how it goes down the backstretch here, going into the first exchange. Definitely Plainfield Central. Now here comes Yorkville as we come up on the first exchange here. Let's see who hits. Always a bit of an adventure indoors. 4x2 exchanges, very close. Plainfield Central and Yorkville, followed by Plainfield North, and then Joliet Catholic. Here we come down the backstretch. See if anybody asserts themselves. No, still very close. Great race. Plainfield Central still holding their inside. So key in indoor racing. Not to cede the inside if you can. Here we go. And now we got Yorkville comes out of that exchange. Plainfield Central and then Plainfield North. Very close race. Very exciting here as we get rolling. To come down the backstretch. This looks like Yorkville on the outside challenge, and now we got Plainfield North coming from behind. So we come up to the last exchange here. We'll see who comes out of this one. Looks like Plainfield North now all of a sudden, then Central and Yorkville. Here we go around the curve. Now we got a challenge from Central. Good race here between the rival schools. You got Plainfield North, Central trying to come on the outside. Very exciting race. Here we come into the straightaway. These are going to be low 2-minute times. Too flat. Oh, very close, very close. It looks like North going to hold off Central there. And then Yorkville third. We may have lost Joliet Catholic along the way there in the exchanges. 204.46 to 204.82. Definitely a spirited race. Now we got Joliet coming in right now in fourth. Always, again, an adventure when we're talking about handoffs in the indoor 4x200, especially on a non-200-meter track. Looks like nice race there. Come from behind win from the Plainfield North JV crew. Yeah, that gives them the slight win. It ends up with the 3 Plainfields, 1, 2, 3. Got North first in 204.46. And then Central ends up second, 204.82. Plainfield South third in 205.16 out of section 2. All right, we move to the varsity. 2 sections only, both fully loaded. So we got 4 teams in each section. Section 1, we're going to have St. Lawrence in 1, Joliet Central in 2, Lamont in 3, and Plainfield South in 4. All right, as we get ready, we can see Mr. Illinois Running News. Carson Vittorio was there in our web feed for a second. He quickly got out of the way. I was present a couple minutes ago when we got a Carson Vittorio autograph request. Definitely a coveted signature these days in Illinois, track and cross country. Mr. Illinois Running News to you. Autograph requests filling up the live stream. Carson will be back for the 400s here after the 4x2. If you're waiting for the return of the man on the mic, coming soon. Excited for this race. I mean, like, the indoor 4x2 is kind of like watching bumper cars sometimes. Just always an exciting race. I just always hope everybody, I don't know, exits safely. All right. Starters called them to their marks here.
I was showing Mike updates on YouTube for one video. I got called the greatest ever.
Clean start. See who comes to this break first. It's like Plainfield South and Lamont off to nice starts here. You see them coming down the backstretch toward the first exchange here. Now we've got like lane 1 looking really nice. Burbank St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence comes to the lead. Great like finish on that leg for the leadoff runner from St. Lawrence. Here we got Plainfield South coming now in second on St. Lawrence. Getting very close now as we hit the backstretch of the second leg. Real nice run here. Plainfield South, it looks like, has come to the lead. Now cutting in front of St. Lawrence. We go to exchange 2. This Varsity 4x200. Had a good exchange. Still very tight, though, as we hit the curve here. As Plainfield South, look at St. Lawrence trying to challenge on the outside. Down the back stretch, you gotta try to make your pass before this curve. St. Lawrence still there, right in her hip pocket. Coming to the last exchange. Crucial exchange here with a close race. You can see this in the front stretch. Definitely Plainfield South. Plainfield South still in the lead in their pink jerseys. And they've blown this wide open. Good exchange there by Plainfield South. And they should run away with this one as they come to the final straightaway here. A real solid time here to start. Yeah, nice time, girls. Low 150s. St. Lawrence also a real impressive effort so early in the season. Real nice opener for South, though. 151.12. Came in as no seed. Not shocking there, have being the first meet of the year. 153.6. Again, we keep talking about these St. Lawrence freshman class. I'm not sure if any of them were in there, but they've been in this meet all over today. So always exciting to see a bunch of young girls get their high school start. You know, 153.6. That's a solid time. All right, and now we flip over to the faster of the two sections, at least on paper. But that's a tough time. 151 puts it out there a little bit. So we're gonna have Plainfield Central in 1, Plainfield North in 2, Yorkville in 3, and then Joliet in 4. Now on the seeds, we've got Plainfield North and Yorkville both at 152 low. You know, we'll see how that holds up and stacks up. You know, again, those are estimates this time of year. But yeah, again, we're excited. We got defending state champions in this event, you know, trying to build on last year's success. And, you know, Yorkville sprinters have looked pretty good here tonight. Had some real challenging races from those girls. So we'll get this started in just a second.
The same.
All right.
size as that.
Official calling them down to their blocks. This is the faster section of the girls' varsity 4x200 meter relay. 151.12, I think, is the time to beat from the first section. Real nice run there by the Plainfield South girls.
The wheels don't move that well. That's good. No. We tried to mule it through the hole. You put it in a cart.